welcome to A Touch of Gray Matters. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. I'm here with Barry 3D Carter and Thomas Patrice, who is not going to say anything because he's got his mouth full of food probably still. Took a little bit of a break, and I had to wait for him to finish chewing before we came back in.
I'm picking on me, Dave.
Listen, I'm picking on you now because Zolf's not here because he's still dealing with the hot water problem at his home. So
call on Reliance.
Just not tonight. Anyways, yeah. So,
yeah, don't call on them on a long weekend. What are you fucking thinking? Come on, we've got shit.
They got to deal with their own furnaces. Oh shoot!
It's like when our fucking internet company just decides to fuck everything up midway through a movie. You know, it's not like you can actually call them or anything. Because, let's talk, but not about your fucking problems, because we just want you to pay for the service. We don't want to actually give it to you.
Oh, gosh.
See? Cocksuckers.
See? It's insanity. The world has gone crazy. Here's my point. So, here's my thing, right? I know and can prove that the whole world is insane. Absolutely. Outside of politics, whatever case be, the world is insane. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result, right?
Oh, is this about Trudeau and the fucking vaccines that are not coming in?
No. That's a different type of insanity. I'm just saying, every day. Like I'm sure Thomas, Dave, Zolf, anybody goes through this. When you're watching TV and a commercial comes on, what's the first thing you do?
Change the channel.
Change the channel to see what's on another channel, right? But when you get to the other channel, there's a commercial playing. So what do? Change the channel to see what's playing. And there's another commercial playing. So you keep going around this whole loop, and you do this every day you watch TV. So insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over, expecting a different result. But commercials all come on at the same friggin' time. If you're watching a half an hour show, doesn't matter if it's NBC, ABC, CBS, PBS, whatever. When a commercial comes on, they'll have the opening of the show, and then it's commercial. And then they'll get through to a certain point, and it's commercial. And then now, show's almost over, commercial. So when you're sitting there going, hey, let me see what's on the other channel. Oh, geez. I caught a tail end of that episode. Okay, commercial, change. Okay, 30 seconds of that. Okay, change. It's like they're all linked. But as people, we always say, well, I'm not going to wait for a commercial. I'm going to switch to see what else is on. But all we catch is commercials till we get back to our original show, and then we miss like a minute of it.
Let me add to that insanity. Remember when YouTube first came out, you could watch your favorite video or watch a joking video, and there was nothing. All of a sudden,
you mean like this one?
The shark that was the commercial snuck in. Commercial hot. You want to buy a new car? You want to do this? It's like, no.
But they at least give you the decency, right? If you're watching it, it's like, this is commercial 1 of 2.
You know what I mean? Insanity.
See, now I do know what you're speaking of because I am old enough to remember when that was an issue. But about 4 or 5 years ago, I actually told my provider, who at the time was not Bell, I told them to go fuck themselves, and I just switched over to streaming everything. And the one thing that I do like about streaming is there's no fucking commercials.
True.
I actually had somebody look at me the other day at work, and they were like, oh, have you seen this commercial? And I'm like, no, I had to Google it to see it.
Right. I stream, but there's times you flick on the TV and just, you have that one moment. Well, what is on TV? Click, click. Oh, crap. Click, click. Geez, click, click. Son of a click, click. Oh, okay, let me go back. What station was I on?
No, because I don't have that option.
Oh, so you took that option away from yourself. See, so
Yeah.
you're so you can lead us to clarity, because I have multiple options, and you know, and I still find myself in that habit that I'm watching something, commercial come on, and I'll flip, and then not realizing I'm doing the exact same crap I do all the time.
Wait a minute. You don't have multiple options. Dave has multiple options because you and I are still going like, if I keep going far enough, the commercial will stop. If I keep going far enough, they're not. Dave's smart. Dave said, "Come." Dave used the Davism and said, "Fuck this shit. I want to stream." He is tweeting through the stream. He's free.
There are 2 or 3 channels that I have that do kind of like have commercials.
Okay.
And that's fine because we don't really watch them all that often and everything else. Like it's usually just like the big 3, right? We've got Netflix, Prime, and Disney Plus, right? And out of those 3, you know, we've got tons of shit to watch.
It's true. You can always find something.
But occasionally there's like another channel, like off the Roku channel or whatever, because they've just put on the IWGP, the Japan Wrestling, which is fucking entertaining. Let me tell you.
Told me about that, yeah.
And they do have commercials on it, right? So every once in a while, it's kind of like, you know, halfway through a match, they'll like throw in 1 or 2 commercials, and it's kind of like, all right, fine. You know, but and it's the same commercial repeated and whatnot. And the CBC app that I have to watch the hockey games, they have the commercials that they air because we're throwing a commercial break. Okay. You know, but other than that, if I don't want to see commercials, I'm not going to those fucking channels. Like I'm going back to the big 3, which is Netflix, Prime, and Disney Plus. So, I mean, like for me, like, yeah, I do remember doing that where it was always kind of like, you know, ooh, commercial. I fucking hate these people. Fucking hate. And for me, it was different though, because for me, it was one of those things where there were a lot of commercials and I'm sitting there going, I auditioned for that one. I auditioned for that one. I auditioned for that one. They picked him. Fuck them. I auditioned for that one. You know, so there was always that thing. And I mean, like, it's weird too, because, you know, you get these auditions and whatnot, and you're thinking, I can fucking do that. Right? And you play it how you see it.
Right.
And you see the commercial or the part that they wanted you to play, and I'm like, ooh, fuck, I was totally off. Did not see that coming. You know, I like 5 years ago, I was just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm done with, you know, cable and everything else and whatnot. And you know, they didn't even try to sit there and go, oh, well, let's send you over to customer retention. They were just like, okay.
You're not the first. You won't be the last.
They were like, wait a minute, you're cutting your cable, your internet, and your cell phones with us? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to go here because it's cheaper. I'm going to do this because it's cheaper. And I'm going here because it's cheaper. And they're like, well, yeah, but it's not as good as us. I'm like, maybe you misunderstood. It's cheaper. I mean, like, I don't know what you think I'm fucking doing at home, but
you know, 500, you know, when you're paying for those services and they come out like the 400, $500 kind of thing, yeah, that's a pretty hefty chunk of change. You know, but
$135 for our top internet speed. Really? Because I can get it from this other company for like $80, and the porn still comes in good. So I don't really see what the problem is.
Right? It streams faster than I can stroke. Boom, boom.
I'm only watching like 3 minutes of the porn. That's it. Like, I don't need the whole fucking movie. You know that, right?
You're not getting into the story and the plot? Come on, man. They still do that?
Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. If you're watching porn for the plot, you've missed the entire fucking plot of porn.
Hey, I watch it for the truly beautiful love connection. I can't even get through that sentence. Listen, I don't bother with that.
I've watched myself on screen. Hold on. I've watched myself on screen and I went, you're a shit actor. And I'm still better than a lot of the porn stars. So
Hey, you stop, you take that back. It takes a lot to get bent over a desk or a chair or wrapped around. Okay. Anyways, you guys are taking it way too far. Porn has its place. I mean, I do watch segments myself, but porn has its place. Okay. There's a lot of good people in porn. Let it fly, a lot of good people on both sides. Anyways, okay. Now let's get back to this commercial thing, Barry.
Oh, and you know what? Well, seeing as you brought up the whole porn thing, rest in peace, Larry Flint. Okay.
You know what's funny? Look, just talking to the porn subject, right? You complain when you go and you pay for a lap dance, and one lap dance is $20, but then you have to go and buy a movie for like $10, $15, which is an hour and a half. You're like, what the hell? This is too long. We need to pick a line. But no, let's go back to commercials.
Let's look at that. Hey, hang on a second. You got to pay for a lap dance. This is one thing. That's reality. But you're still going to buy movies for $10? Did you not just hear the man? It's free.
I'm talking before, man. I ain't talking now, man.
You're talking now.
I'm talking now, man. Gotta keep that browser history clean.
Living in now.
Yeah. Living in the now.
Isn't that why they have the incognito tabs?
Shut up.
Don't give all away the secrets, man. The walls have ears.
No, honey. No, that's what I use the incognito for.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like commercials right now, we know they're always out there. You know, you can't get rid of a commercial. Getting rid of a commercial is like getting rid of a roach. You can get rid of it part way, but they're going to put commercials on streaming services too. I hope not at some point in the future. But the whole thing is when you're watching TV, whenever you had it, the whole thing was, and every man does this, every woman does this. It's like commercial. Well, let's see what's on the other station. Click, and then you start doing the ping pong where watching this show, but I know all this show is on there. Okay, this show's on commercial. Let me go over here. Okay, I caught 30 seconds of this. Let me go back. Still on commercial. Okay, this one's on commercial. What's down here? Oh, this looks interesting. That looks interesting. Let me come back. Oh shoot, rewind if I can, or because you can't fast forward through a commercial. But depending on what you have, you can backtrack.
My pet peeve is for a totally different show, but this is my pet peeve.
What?
I don't like watching Grey's Anatomy because there's only so much fucking you can do when you're a doctor. You must get to work and actually do an operation. Here's my problem. When I'm watching another show, I'm not going to say nothing about my wife, who doesn't understand how to change channels quick enough because I'm getting into a show or movie. Oh, but wait, Grey's Anatomy, so-and-so's going to come back to life and save a dolphin. Click on...
That's your problem, Thomas.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to share with you. You got to share about porn. I'm trying to share about the love of the remote control in my house because, God damn it.
Yeah, because you know how they show love in porn, right? They spit on it first.
I thought that was respect.
No, that's to keep the penicillin fresh.
That's just my point. That's what I'm sticking to. My 2 cents, man. It's. I think everyone's done it. Everyone's been accused of doing it. Of the whole click RGs, click RGs, click RG, click. And I mean, yes. I mean, look, I have Amazon. I got the Disney Plus and Netflix. And you know what? You know what I'm missing from all these streaming services? Benny Hill. Where the hell's Benny Hill? I enjoyed Benny Hill.
Dead?
How come we know that, but I mean, where's his show? His show is out there. Why is it not on a streaming service? I don't know. It's a random thought.
Because
some studio owns the rights.
Do you remember Benny Hill?
Yeah, I do.
I love Benny Hill.
Do you honestly think Benny Hill is going to get on the fucking air today?
Streaming service?
Listen, if Rick Astley's video can still be put up and disturb people, we have room for Benny Hill, okay? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna. I want to shoot that song.
Yo, that song's a bomb though.
Yeah, it is the bomb. When you're watching something, you think something else is coming up good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And you get
okay,
Rick
but
rolled.
But think about it, okay? Anything like All in the Family or
Yeah.
Jeffersons or Maude or
Right.
anything like that, that
Right.
is not getting made today. Sanford and Son is not getting made today. Okay.
Anything with Red Fox? No. People talk about Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor being hardcore. Watch some old school Red Fox specials.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Mhm.
If you want to watch somebody who Red Fox, who really is a very, very good comedian who you can sit there and appreciate, and he shows his love for Red Fox every time he's out on stage. Kenny Robinson.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%.
Kenny is
Godfather of
God.
comedy. All I'm saying is this: the man
Absolutely.
is gold. The man is gold. Anybody out there who wants to see real comedy, how it's done, Kenny Robinson. Kenny Robinson is gold.
How he hits, even his crowd work, you know what? And watch and learn. Watch and learn. You can't watch and learn enough from Kenny Robinson. He's
But listen, Kenny's a pimp though, man. Kenny, them suits, them shoes that came back in the day, that long leather jacket. Yo, Kenny.
Yo,
Enough said. Kenny.
I don't even know if Kenny owns a pair of jeans. I've always seen Kenny in a suit and it's coordinated head to toe. You know, I swear to God, the only thing kept missing Kenny is a cane walking in. I'm sure he has one. And nicest guy,
I'm
nicest
sure
guy.
he has multiple.
Yeah, the nicest guy.
But I mean, Benny Hill will never get aired today.
Nah, I know.
Benny Hill was fixed back in the day, but yeah, you're right. Wouldn't get
No, but Benny Hill was, for a sketch comedy, that was like, I think, genius. Kenny.
Oh, definitely. But I mean,
Yeah.
you can look at, you can look at so many of them. Like, I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in it's been a while.
Right.
The last person I saw doing the Weekend Update was Dennis Miller.
Right. Okay.
So, and that was before Adam Sandler and
Yep.
all the David Spade and all that. So I mean, it's been a fucking while.
I watch it every Saturday. It's pretty good, but I understand what you mean. It's not the same.
No, you have those, the not ready for primetime players on there, and they were doing shit that you just could not believe.
Wait. Or my favorite, Saturday Night Samurai.
Oh God.
Oh no. Cheeseburger.
I was just telling that to my wife the other day. Cheeseburger. Yeah.
But I like a Coke, please. Cheeseburger. No.
No Coke, Pepsi.
No Coke, Pepsi. Yeah. See, look, there's a couple of skits that stand out for everybody.
There's one that always stands out for me, and
Which one?
It's Chevy Chase
Mhm.
and Richard Pryor.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
And the risk that they took with that skit for its time was light years ahead.
But the worst part is, sorry, what was that?
I'm not gonna say what they said, but it was risky, man.
You can say what they said. I can't.
Ooh. No,
but that's the thing. It was light years ahead and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fucking way. No fucking way.
Never.
That's getting put on air today.
Never. Without a disclaimer. At the time this was shown, the views of the political views and people's views are very different, and not our views we have today. Okay, run this skit. That's exactly how it's gonna get run.
Not even with the disclaimer.
No, I'm talking if they had to replay the episode, not redo the episode.
Not even.
Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Yeah. You're right. No, but you see, that's what I miss because that's where it was gold, man. Sometimes they push that envelope without that fear of repercussion that we have today. But that's a different sort of subject. But like one of my favorite Eddie Murphy skits was, Eddie Murphy dressing as a white guy, going out in public. That showed how strong he was. That whole skit, hi, Mr. White. Well, hi. And he goes to the bank and it's like, yeah, I'm here for a loan. How much do you need? Well, 5,000. Make it 10. It's like, well, when do I have to pay it back? What? Just take it. Just go. He's like, well, what about the other guy? Don't worry about him. Such a silly Negro.
I feel respect for Eddie Murphy because I grew up with this cartoon character, this claymation character. I'm Gumby, damn it. Nobody talks to me like that. I am Gumby, damn it. Okay. Let me tell you something. It was amazing. These guys created such memorable skits. Or James Brown in the hot tub.
Oh gosh, yeah.
James Brown hot tub party.
Come on, man. Look, the best one for me was the one that went into a full-out movie and up to now still has the best chase scene, better than any movie I've ever seen. The Blues Brothers. Thank you. The Blues Brothers started as a skit on SNL. Aykroyd actually had a club here in Toronto, a little dive bar in Toronto that all these guys used to come up to and hang out in and party in, and then they went and parlayed that into the Blues Brothers movie. And you try to tell me that chase scene, if no one's ever seen the chase scene in Blues Brothers, go watch it. Through the mall. The mall, and then the last chase scene at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, one of the best. Dan Aykroyd on a TV show with Candice Bergen. I think she's the host, and he goes on as he's running a toy company that makes destructive toys for kids. Hey, it's a bag of glass. It's a bag of glass. Kid gets a bag. It's a glass. You break the glass. You put it back in the bag. You take it out. You put it on the floor. It's a little night decorate. But this could kill children. No. Look. It's not even sharp. The bag protects the kid from the glass. It's a plastic bag. It's a Dyco plastic bag. Okay? Like a bag of glass. Come on. That stuff is amazing.
It
I watched
absolutely
that
is.
today, and they do have some good comics on. But nothing ever prepared me as a little kid. One last one. Talk. Yeah, who is it? Avon. Avon. I don't know what Avon. Land shark. Yeah. You know what I mean? Look, John was big back then.
You're that land shark, aren't you? No, ma'am. Just dolphin. Candy Graham.
Look, there's so many good ones. I said, all right. So for myself, and these are hard ones. Maybe people might have missed one of them, and this is another hard one to find, even though I think it was like a spin-off. So one was a spin-off was when James Brown first got arrested years ago. Mm-hmm. Eddie Murphy did a special, Free James Brown.
Yes.
It was an SNL primetime special, Free James Brown. I can't find that one anywhere online, video, nothing. I've looked for it. That it was a half an hour special, Free James Brown, and he played James Brown going into jail, and it was a whole scenario behind it. So if anyone knows where I can put my hands on that, please link us in the comments. Let me know. I need to find Free James Brown. And hold on. And then the other one was once again, it's another Eddie Murphy one. It's the Eddie Murphy's playing a poet in jail. So he does Kill My Landlord.
Kill My Landlord.
C-I-L-L.
You got
my landlord.
You got to do the whole thing. In my room.
Yes.
I'm awake. Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord. My rent. My landlord takes. Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord. I sleep up the stairs with a knife in my hand. Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord. I stab my landlord again and again. Kill my landlord. C-I-L-L. My landlord. Stupid. Come on.
Wasn't that Garrett Morris? The prison talent show?
Yes.
I'm going to get me a gun and kill everybody I see.
Right? At one point, I admit, I think everyone's dropped off. Some people stay with SNL truly throughout the time, and some people drop off on it depending on who the cast or the actors are. I admit, I dropped off at one point, and one of the things that brought me back, really, was, and I was excited about, was before he made any big acting debut, was Dwayne Johnson. The very first time Dwayne Johnson hosted SNL. So he came out there, and he wasn't even Dwayne Johnson. He was still The Rock. WrestleMania was happening the night after, on the Sunday night. And on there, who showed up was, Dwayne was hosting. In the audience, it had The Big Show, Triple H, Mankind, and Vince McMahon. And Dwayne went out there, and he did, his opening monologue, which was funny. And at one point, Vince is giving the boys a speech backstage. So, and this is where Paul White, who plays The Big Show, stole it at one point, because they're like, okay, Triple H, no funny stuff. This is a regular TV. This is not like our TV. We can't be beating it everyone. This is a big night for Dwayne. Tomorrow night you have your match with The Rock. So, guys, promise, no shenanigans. Right. Mankind, no, man, I'm down. No problem. All right, Big Show, you agree? Yep. And he's like, Big Show, what's behind your back? And he turns around and he goes, nothing. He goes, show me your other hand. Nothing. Vince goes, turn around. He turns around and he's holding a metal chair. He's like, come on, Show, what did I tell you? He goes, I can't even give him a little tap. Just a little tap during the monologue. Just a little tap. He's like, no. But Dwayne, the first time he was on there, he hosted and he acted out of a whole bunch of skits. And the funniest skit he did was Nicotrell, about someone to stop smoking. Where he came in and it's like, well, my husband, I'm trying to quit smoking, and what I need is I've used the gums, I've used this, and he comes in with a shirt, and this is when he's like, the top of his shape, or tight white T-shirt, it says Nicotrell. She goes, what I need is something different. He's like, what you need is Nicotrell, right? And then you have the little nerdy husband sitting there, and he goes, oh, who are you? Well, I'm Nicotrell. It's like, well, aren't you getting kind of close to my wife? No one tells Nicotrell what to do. And he gets up and he pushes a guy down, sits back down, he puts his arm around the guy's wife, and the guy's like, well, I'm not really appreciating what you're doing. And he goes, oh, what's that you have in your hands? He goes, what? And Dwayne takes out a pack of smokes, throws it at the guy. The guy catches, like, are you smoking in front of Nicotrell? And he walks over and beats the shit out of him, tosses him out a window. But at that time, it showed how good he could be with comedic timing, and also how good The Big Show could have been, or is now. He has his own show on Netflix, but that's what brought me back. You got to find that first appearance with Dwayne Johnson, not his third or whatever, first appearance as The Rock on SNL.
What brought me back was recently there was a football player that was on. He hosted Saturday Night Live. I can't remember his name, but he was funny as hell. Anyway, at one point they're doing the running skit, okay? Mm-hmm. But they're doing it with one of the black comedian. And anyways, I can't go into it because I don't even do the timing right. But it was priceless, and that's what brought me back to SNL. SNL is a classic show, and sometimes you have diamonds in the rough that really show what they can do.
Yep.
The last 5 to 6 years is kind of up and down for me because I really didn't watch it. But I've been, like, since last year, I've been back into it because, the pandemic. But anyways, since last year, I've been back into it. Gosh, the gentleman, what are we talking about next?
Well, we're still on this subject, which is still our TV ads.
No, because we've run the gambit. TV ads, porn. We touched on everything. We touched on porn. Many a time I have touched on porn. My light's gone out again.
All right, so I guess that's it for this episode because fucking Thomas is done.
And I said so.
We spent time on porn, and now Thomas is spent.
Click, changing that channel.
I'll buy that for $1.
Again, it streams for free. Find it. Go to Penn Island. Go check that one out, okay?
I'm not even going to.
All right, I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski, with Barry 3D Carter and Thomas Fischreet. There's a lot of good people out in the world, and if you can't find one, be one.